today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Drake May and the New England Patriots.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Team set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in Week 4. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the third overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And when you watch young men come into the league, you know they're not going to continue to be the same quarterback they were in college. You expect to see improvement, but you do see many of the same attributes. This guy, even as a rookie, a lot of poise, understand the offense. He's fully in control out there. To me, he has the makings of a real field general type of a player, someone who doesn't get rattled when the pressure's on.
May going to throw right away. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, May. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Play action, May. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. But you look at this Patriots defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass? Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Connects with Kittle underneath, and they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Fights loose, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the shotgun, May with it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Does it get there? Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
The numbers for Ayuk a week ago.
5 catches, 110 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
On first down, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath, and he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tip Ryman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. New England's offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, May on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Now they'll change things up. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is taken at about the 14. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Tiff Ryman
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And a rout is on here in this first half. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the shotgun, it's May. That's Bourne, got it on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now May on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's May. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw, it's May. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw, May. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage. He completes it to Henry. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st down, it's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
That is incomplete.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Play action. Now Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Ayuk going to go in motion right.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, it's May. The pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Down to the 10 and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
In motion left, that's Gage. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with May.
Short pass caught by Henry. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
This is caught. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Purdy off the play fake.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters in the...
Here's May. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To the air, May. Toward the sideline, and he locates Gage. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, May with it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Purdy. That's the rookie first-round pick, Xavier Legate.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st down, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, that's Legette.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be
a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to...
They begin on the ground with Guerendo. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now it's the backup Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. That one complete to Leggett.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
Always costs
costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. They'll throw with May. Out right to Bourne. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Looking to throw, May. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action now. May. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's May. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed